Country variety. David Nail live in the Froggy studio. He's in concert tonight at Carson Street Live Station Square, right next door to Saddle Ridge. And I wanted to ask you about some sports stuff because I know you're a big sports fan. You actually used to write for MLB.com.
I did. For some reason, they've been very kind to me and let me, I guess, give them my useless bits of trivia and knowledge. You know, people often probably see my name associated with baseball and go, why should we care what he has to say? And obviously, you know, it's just simple opinions. But, you know, I love sports. I'm a huge newspaper reader. I read, 2 or 3 a day, and it's something that I've always, been curious about doing, and so that was a wonderful opportunity, and I must not have been very good because they hadn't asked me to do it again.
Well, we want to ask you right now, Pirates, they've had 18 straight losing seasons. A lot of people here in this area forgot we have a Major League Baseball team, but we do. I love the Pirates. We always believe this could be the year they get out of the slump. They're 8-10 right now. What do you think? Can they have a winning season this year?
You know what? I'm gonna try to be as objective about this.
You won't hurt our feelings.
You know, I think I know somewhat about the Pirates just because the Nashville Sounds used to be the AAA.
The Nashville Sounds, yep.
So I saw a lot of the young Pirate players come up. You know, I think that Pittsburgh's trying to do a lot of what Kansas City is trying to do. You know, a small market, which is I've never really understood the whole term small market because, Pittsburgh's a pretty large city.
Right.
As is Kansas City, Minnesota, and these places. So I think that, they're trying to do what Kansas City's doing, which is, really building through the draft. And I think when you take that philosophy, it's a lot like gambling because you're drafting these 18, 19, 20-year-old kids and you're trying to project what they're going to be like in 4 to 5 years. So that was a really vague way to answer your question.
David Nail needs a sports talk show.
I don't know if necessarily this year's your year. I know the McCutcheon kid is really, really talented.
Right, Andrew
So
McCutcheon.
I think that the goal will be to get 3 or 4 more of those and try to, the problem.
So what you're saying is we're never going to win again.
No, well, obviously you got him, so it can be done. It's really a sad thing because I think that obviously I grew up in the '80s and Pittsburgh when Bonds was here and Jimmy Leland was here. I had the chance to have dinner with Jim Leland back before spring training, and one of the main things I took from that is as I was complimenting him on the ballpark there in Detroit. And the first thing he said, he goes, "Have you ever been to a game in Pittsburgh?" And I said, "No, I haven't, but every time I drive by that stadium, I want to go so bad." I'm actually very sad that they weren't in town this week. So, I think that all you got to do is got to show some potential. You see what they've done down in Tampa Bay, and I think that if you can show the fans that you're committed to developing a product, and you go out there and you play hard, and it looks like you've got some potential there, I think they'll get behind it. It's a great sports city. Look what they do with the Penguins. Look what they do with the Steelers. I'm sure they're just as eager to have a winner in the summer as well.
He's David Nail. We're live in the Froggy studio, and catch him tonight in concert at Carson Street Live in Station Square. 8 o'clock is showtime with Froggy.